Well, we're here today. It's next week. Got all the grubbings off, all the asphalt millings piled up over there. Came over here to bottom of Overx, not bottom of footing, but bottom of Overx where it's supposed to be. We're still hitting good material, so we got the geotech coming out today to see if we really need to do the Overx or not. Try to save the owner some money, a lot of money. So, which is no fun for us, but try to be honest in our dealings, so it saves owner money, saves them money, saves us time. Move on to other jobs. There's another one. Got a couple more throughout there. One over in that corner. We're gonna come over here in the docks, do some deeper ones for the deeper footings. They're like 4 foot deeper than these, something like that. Anyway, beautiful day. Got some new people starting today, so it's gonna be exciting. I do not know how I feel about this town. Spanish Fork is windy every morning and every day since we've been here. Sometimes it dies down in the afternoon, but it's all right. Well, we got our spot footings dug out, waiting for the soils engineer. Didn't show up and sent an inspector instead, so now we're on hurry up and wait mode. So we'll check in later. Well, I had the lady come out for inspection. We're supposed to be getting an engineer, but they just sent an inspector out. They are not gonna let us get away without the Overx. So get a few of these holes dug down to subgrade and get them ready for inspection tomorrow, and hopefully we'll be good to start backfilling. And here comes the phone calls. Oh, there you go. Telemarketers trying to loan us some money. They want to give us the monies. How many of those you get, but we got one. They said they were going to do 3% interest, which was decent. We were actually thought about doing, and then came back and wanted like, I don't even remember, some ridiculous interest rate. Would have been like $20,000 in interest in 18 months.
totally stew. I don't know who they sell these loans to, but man, somebody's got to be pretty desperate to say yes to one of those. 3% is alright, that's doable, but 9, 10, 12, 15, and to switch it from a 15 or 30 year whatever to a 2-year pay it off or else, holy smokes, not even close to what they tell you on the phone. Bunch of scammers. Bunch of scammers. There's one down. You guys been working on these. Been doing a good job. Been doing a good job. Well, we'll get them done, then we'll move on to the main footing. Anyway, our last video, or I don't know when I'll post this, but one of the last couple of videos had the loader, which loader you like. Just do that with the track hoe. What kind of track hoes do you guys like? Which brands do you guys like? Are you guys loyal or are you not loyal? Brand loyal, I mean. So we have most of our stuff is Cat, because that's who worked with us when we started our company. We actually got our first Cat 308, and we actually bought a Komatsu PCI. I can't remember exactly what they are. 210i EX. I don't know. I can't remember the letters. 210i machine, GPS and everything. Loved it. It's not as smooth on the GPS as the Cat is when you're like raking grade, or just raking when you're at grade, reaching out. Worked really good on you know, about right here what I'm doing when you're going out just trying to grade parking lot and stuff and trying to get that full swath out, which they're probably going to say you're not supposed to grade like that, but it's how we used to grade. So it was very rough, very bumpy, didn't much care for it. Absolutely loved Topcon. I will say this, Topcon, I think, you know, they say Topcon is more operator friendly, Trimble is more survey friendly. I will agree with that 100% as of right now. I have not ran the new Earthworks, Trimble Earthworks, so I don't know, maybe that makes it equal to the Topcon, or gets it close, but Topcon's, I do like Topcon for operator, especially in the dozer, but we're talking about track hose, so I gotta get back to the track hose before I get too far out in left field. Absolutely love the link belts. Not the Spin Aces though. Those ones rented a 235, I think it was. That cab was not comfortable at all. At all. 145 Spin Aso, I love that. The 210 X4, I think is what they're at now. Love those. We're renting a 350 with the concrete processor, whatever you want to say on it. Absolutely love that 350. Uses hardly any def. We've had it for a month. I don't even know if he's put one box of def in. or how many bars he's gone through on the gauge. But I know that's the one thing I haven't ran it a lot, but that's one thing he says is it does not go through the depth, which is very nice. Because depth is kind of a pain in the butt, especially when you're like us and you only have one machine that uses it, our 323. The only thing that uses it, and then machines that we rent, so we don't really go through a lot of depth. So we don't have a bulk tank or anything like that. We just buy the 2.5 gallon boxes, put it in. Hyundai Tracos, they're all right. Had one earlier, working for my brother-in-law. It was a nice machine, but you had to have that thing turned up all the way, and it had to, I don't know about the new ones. This is, again, 10 years ago. Oh, longer than that. Close to 15 years ago or so. Anyway, we had a little sequence you'd go through every freaking button and switch it to get every power you can out of it. But then it was enjoyable to run. But I think my most absolute favorite was the 135 Kobelco 135 CR. Yeah, CR. I think it was a fast machine. Fast machine. Absolutely loved it. Again, ran the link belts, 210, 330s. Love those. New 350s. Very nice machines. They're very responsive for the size they are and stuff, which a lot of the newer stuff is as well. So, yeah. Oh, wrong way. On new Cat 336s, they're very nice as well. We had one of those we rented last year, most of the year, half the year. Very nice machine. The only thing we say is the bells and whistles on the link belt. As far as not all bells and whistles, because they're new next gen on the Cats. Those are pretty slick. Very slick. They're not pretty slick. They're very slick. Anybody that's looked into them or not, with all the quirks and stuff they got on them, as far as being able to weigh all your dirt, all that stuff, they're very, very nice on the next gens. Yeah, you're gonna have to forgive me. I'm all over the place between all the brands, so I'm just gonna list this stuff as we go. So yeah, Cat 336, very nice machine. One we had a wire harness problem. I can't remember. It was a rental. Which they all have their issues. We're not going to go into that. But the link belt, like I was saying, the bells and whistles they do like is on the joystick, the left trigger. Has it where you can mute the radio, which is very handy for you people that listen to the radio and music. Me, I used to, but I just cannot do it anymore. It drives me crazy. Too much stuff I'm thinking about all the time. I just can't. I listen to radio once in a while, not very often, not for very long when I do. Someday I'll be able to again. What else have we ran? Can't remember the name of it, but Deere, never ran a Deere Big Hull, ran a Mini. But he's got tons of lifting force for what they are, which you've seen on other ones on YouTube. They're skid steers. I think they really get it down to where they lift a lot of stuff. I was very impressed with the 50G is what I ran. Lift the trench plate. I mean, it wouldn't lift it clear off the ground, but it would lift it off a few inches, so enough to where I could get it over our road cut and stuff. Place it, do what I needed to do with it. So that was very nice. It would also pick up a walk behind, which, you know, Cat 308 seems to struggle with once you get above ground level. Going from in the hole to out of the hole is just fine, but once you go to like load it in the back of a truck, it just struggles a little more than I think it should. I don't know if that's because they're playing it safe on the hydraulics or what they're doing, but that Deere, for a machine that's barely over half the weight of a 308 to pick it up, it's pretty impressive. Very impressive. Also had a Komatsu 80 on that same job. It would barely pick the walk behind up as well. Pretty sad when you have to bring the Deere to get the walk behind out of the trench at the end of the day, because the bigger machine can't handle it. I cannot for the life of me remember what brand that is, and I absolutely never did like running. Brand new machine when I ran it. Granted, that was almost 20 years ago. 15 to 20 years ago. It was a long time ago. I absolutely hated it. It was slow. It was doggy on the boom. It would power up, out of power up mode. If you got in real tough digging, it would rev up. You try to get it to where you dig in hard, get it to rev up, and then try to get out of the hole before it kicked you out of the power mode again. So that way you get your speed up and out. But did not like that much. Really didn't like it at all. It's one of those Zaxxas machines. I can't remember the name. Brand name. It could drive me nuts. I know after I say Zaxxas, you guys probably already know exactly what it is. Still like them. It was a 210 size that we ran. Very doggy, very slow. Oh, it's gonna drive me nuts till I remember the name. Not really. I drive you nuts. I don't care to remember the name. That's how much I loved it. That's how much I loved it. I gotta go more now that I dug that corner down. Cat 323, which is what I'm in now. I absolutely love it. We had a couple videos talking about the grade control. Like I said, we absolutely love the grade control on it. No, we do not utilize it enough. Someday, hopefully, Probably not this year, but next year we'll get GPS on it. Then when it gets paid off, we'll probably put a tilt rotator on it. But we still got a few more years on that, so. We will see. Or not. Don't think it is though. There we go. That looked like native. That should be native. Right there above groundwater, some of these holes have groundwater in them. Not good, not good. Nothing better than building a building on top of water. Oh, but we live in a desert. Mountain desert, you say? Yeah. Mountain desert with lots of groundwater. Anyway, we'll get these dug in. We'll stop rambling. Take this phone call. Oh, we just sent the new guys home. They did pretty good once they got going. Once they got going. Still can't remember the name of that Traco though. Oh well, you don't need to know the name of it. You don't want one. That's all there is to it. Well, we'll get this finished up to the corner. And they can carry on in the morning and get it done by the time the inspector shows up. Then we'll have probably, shoot, I don't know, 80% dug out. Not too shabby for starting before, well, restarting at lunchtime after lunch, so. And yeah, we're not digging it so pretty, it's just over-X. We're way deeper than it says the over-X as it is, so. We're supposed to do 2 feet and we're down 3 feet. We're down 3 to 4 feet in areas. So we got plenty of over-X. Not gonna worry about getting it all pretty. Just gotta get her done. Bring it up. Bottom of footing elevation is pretty much on the surface here, so all this dirt we're digging out, it's all got to come up. Get the track all lined up, digging all squampus. Anyway, I don't know how good you can see that trench or not, but there she is. A couple 100 feet, Doug. I know what you guys are thinking too. It's not straight. Oh no, it's not straight. That's all right. It's all right. Building jogs a little bit. Building's not straight. Oh. Footing's going to be probably a 4-foot footing, 3 to 4 foot footing. That's what they typically are. We're digging this 8 to 10 feet wide, so got plenty of room for this footing to go in where it needs to go. Anyway, we'll check in when we're done. Well, there we go. We stopped on this corner. That's where I'm stopping for the night. I'm out of fuel. Gotta get greased. Had to look up the damn Traco to figure out what brand that was. It's been driving me crazy. It's Hitachi. Slowest things I've ever ran. So, now you know. Don't buy a Hitachi. Well, we'll catch you in a day or two.
What's up with it?